Hello, good morning and happy Easter! I hope you've got all your chocolate eggs piled up high. I know I have. Now I thought I'd bring one of the eggs that I received out to show you today. Here he is, look. Now, a friend of mine gave me this one. You know who you are. Look, I'll hold him up against the black so you can see. It's little Easter bunny. And then inside the Easter bunny, there's a cream egg. And they are my favourite. So I'm really excited about that one. So that's my little Easter bunny. I thought I'd show you that today. Now, as you will see, slight change of background because we've got some exciting things going on today. But what I want us to be thinking about, first of all, is the importance of this day. You know, 2 days ago, we were thinking about Good Friday. We were thinking about how the disciples would have felt, knowing that Jesus had been crucified, that he'd been killed on the cross. This man had changed their lives completely, forever, and now he was gone. They did not know that 2 days' time, something dramatic and amazing was going to happen. And that was that Jesus was coming back to life. Now we celebrate that today. We celebrate 2,000 years later that Jesus has come back to life. That's such an amazing truth that we can hold on to. So I thought that today we'd have a bit of fun. We're going to do 2 things today. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to play a game. Now in this game, I have got a box here and it's filled with all sorts of goodies. And what I want you to do is to remember what all these things are and where they are. And I'm going to remove one. And you've got to decide which one is missing. And then you've got to try and think about what that thing has to do with the Easter story. Let me take you through everything first because you might not recognise everything. So up here we've got an angel. She wouldn't fit in the box, that's why she's at a funny angle. We've got some bread. We've got some purple cloth. Then down here, can't quite see it, but there's a little piece of soap. We've got a rock and we've got a dice. We've got a cross. We've got a pile of silver coins. And then in here, because it wouldn't fit in the right way round, we've got a tin of olives. Okay, so now you know what all the items are. I'm going to turn the box around. You've got to guess which item I've removed and then decide what it has to do with the Easter story. Okay, I'm removing the first item. This is exciting, isn't it? Okay, what's missing? Who knows what's missing? Can you see? I'll lift it up a little bit. It's the silver coins. Now, what were the silver coins doing in the Easter story? Can we remember? There were 30 of them, and it was the amount of money that Judas was paid to betray Jesus. We looked at that last week. Okay, we're going to remove the next item. Okay, it's coming. There we go. Hide that. See if you can see which one's missing. Okay, the coins are back in at the bottom. Can you see? It's the soap. Now, we didn't talk about this last week, but the soap was to do with the time that Jesus washed the disciples' feet just before their special meal. Okay, next item that I'm going to remove. There we go. Let's turn the box back round. Can you see what's missing? It's the bread. And I gave you a little clue earlier. That's to do with the special meal that Jesus and the disciples had called the Last Supper. And it reminds us of communion that we take together. And we took that together on Good Friday, where we remember Jesus' body with the bread and his blood with the wine. Okay, next item. Let's see what that's going to be. Right, move it out of the way. Here we go. I'll lift it up again. Can you see this one's easy? It's the tin of olives. Now, why would I have a tin of olives in the Easter story? Well, there was a certain place called the Mount of Olives. And that's where the Garden of Gethsemane was, where Jesus went to pray with his disciples. And it's where he was arrested and Judas betrayed him with a kiss. Okay, let's move on in our story and see what's going to come out next. Okay, we're getting there. What one have I moved now? I've moved the purple cloth. Now, who knows what the purple cloth represents? Have we got it? It's the time that the soldiers mocked Jesus and they dressed him up in a purple robe and they put a crown of thorns on his head and they were really nasty to him and they hit him and they beat him and they pretended that he was a king that they were going to bow down to. That's what the purple cloth is about. Okay, let's see. Take this one down. Can you see what's missing? It's the wooden cross. And we all know that the wooden cross is what Jesus died on. And that's what we were remembering on Good Friday. Okay, let's have a look. We've got 3 more left. This one. Okay. Can you see what's missing? It's the dice. What do you think the dice have to do with the Easter story? I'll give you a clue. There's something to do with the soldiers. The soldiers played a game because they wanted to win Jesus' clothes. And so they played a game using dice to do that. Okay, 2 left to go. Okay. Here we go. See if you can work out which one's missing. Okay. It's the rock. Now, when was there a big round rock used in the Easter story? Can we remember? It's how they closed the tomb that Jesus' body was laid in. They rolled a great big stone in front of the grave so that nobody could get in, and certainly nobody could get out. Okay, last thing that I'm removing. You should know by now what this one's going to be. That's right, it's the angel. Because the angel appeared because the stone had been rolled away, even though it was so very, very heavy. It had been rolled away. And we know it in this story that Jesus wasn't in the tomb anymore. He had come back to life. He had risen from the dead. And that's what we celebrate on this very special day, Easter Day. And yes, there are lots of Easter eggs and there are lots of fun things to do. But we must remember how important this story is to us as Christians. Okay, now last week I said to you we were going to have a special guest. So he was here, but I think he's nipped out to go and play in the garden. So I'm just going to go and find him, okay? Where are you? I can't see you. Milo? I don't know. Oh, he was here all the time. Hi, Milo. How are you? Are you good? Ah, it's so exciting, isn't it? Because we don't see many people in lockdown. I had a sneaky suspicion that Milo wasn't too far away, and he came and had a visit. So Milo, we're going to do something really exciting today. What we're going to do is I'm going to make a craft, and it's an Easter craft. Now I made one earlier, excuse me, Milo, reaching over. I made this yesterday, okay? It's an Easter egg, and I've put the word Jesus in it because we always want to remember Jesus at Easter. So we're going to make one of these today, and I'm going to show you how to make it. But whilst I'm making it, Milo, he's got his own Easter egg here. And every now and then, he's going to pop this Easter egg into the screen. And you have to do the egg hunt. You have to count how many times Milo appears with the Easter egg. Can you do that, Milo? Yes? Great. So Milo, no, we're not started yet, Milo. Just go away for a minute while I get my craft bits ready. Okay, I'm going to get these bits and bobs ready so that we can do our craft. We have got paper. Okay, Milo, you can get ready at any point. I don't know where he's gone. He's disappeared. Anyway, I will get on with the craft and I will try not to be distracted by Milo. But remember, count how many times you see him appear with the egg. Right, for this craft, what you need are 8 pieces of paper in the shape of eggs. Okay, now I've cut them out already just because we're going to be short on time. So we've got 8 eggs there, and what we're going to do with the 8 eggs is we're going to fold them in half, and they've got to be exactly right. Okay, so I've just folded it in half like that. Now you can use any paper, but I've chosen 2 different colours just so it looks even brighter. Okay, so we've got 2, and we're going to fold them all exactly in half. Then what we're going to do, once they've all been folded in half, is we're going to stick them together. And you just need some glue. And I've got a glue stick here, so let's have a go. So here's my yellow one. I'm going to put glue all around the edge there, right round to the edge. Can you see? And then I'm going to stick this one on top like so. And then they're stuck together. Okay? Can you see what I've done there? Perfect. And then you need to stick the next one on top. Now I'm going alternate colours. Okay, I'm going to go orange. I'm going to go yellow, then orange, then yellow. And we keep doing that. We just keep layering them up on top of each other. There we go. Milo's doing an excellent job, isn't he? Ha, excellent. See what I did there? Right, okay, so you just keep going until you've stuck all 8 on top of each other. Here's one I did earlier. Okay, here we go. Those out of the way. So this is all 8 eggs stuck together like so. And when you unravel them and unfold them, hello Milo, you've got an egg. Do you see? But next important step is we want to be able to hang our egg up. Now before we do that, what you might like to do is to draw some different things on each egg, maybe to do with the Easter story that we've been talking about today. Maybe your egg could tell the Easter story with all the different pictures on. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get a piece of string, pop it down the centre, and then we're just going to stick some sellotape over the top there. Okay, can you see what I've done? Sellotaped it onto the back of the spine of the egg. And then we do our final fold back, get some glue, and we're going to stick that like that. There we go. And that is how you make your hanging Easter egg. And you could make lots of them, and you could hang them off a branch or your door handles or all around the house to remind people how special Easter is. Okay, Milo. Now then, Milo, can you tell me how many times you showed us the Easter egg? You show me on your fingers. 5. Add another 5 is 10. Okay. 11, 12. 12 times? No? One more, 13 times. Did you get that right? 13 times. Amazing. Now we've come to the end of our time. So before I go though, next week, the thing that we never get to do at Sunday school, bring your pet to Sunday school. And if you haven't got a pet, make it your favourite teddy bear. Fantastic. Say bye, Milo. Bye.